Hi, I'm Mike Schlender. In 2016, two researchers who were new to PNNL were inadvertently exposed to a chemical in one of our laboratories. Fortunately, they weren't hurt. But the incident drove us to more closely examine the processes for allowing new researchers to work independently in lab spaces. After learning how we could help better care for these new staff members, we created the Research Supervisor role. Research Supervisors are tasked with the guidance and oversight of new research staff members until they're ready to perform work on their own. After a year of formalizing the Research Supervisor role, we're hearing from staff and managers that it has elevated the experience of those performing work in the labs. Every few months, we've been sharing stories with you that demonstrate the safe conduct of research principles in action. This month's story centers around the principle of leaders creating a legacy of safety.
In spring of 2017, PNNL formalized the Research Supervisor role.
The Research Supervisor will have in-depth knowledge of the work it will be performing and the laboratory safety practices.
The Research Supervisor is assigned by the Technical Group Manager and chosen because they are strong role models and believe in the importance of safety. They work alongside new researchers, teaching safety and security expectations, planning and determining work activities, conducting lab orientations, and recommending the researcher's progression to performing independent work.
When a scientist comes here, a researcher comes here to do work, I want them to feel that this is an organization that cares about them, their success, their science, and their safety.
I think we've made some great strides in formalizing the process and actually defining the role of each player.
It means that we're protecting ourselves and our colleagues and these new people because we're not accidentally overlooking something.
Leaders say they've realized the benefits of the onboarding process being made consistent across the lab.
The entire labs is sort of talking a common language around how onboarding is achieved. This just sort of puts it all on, with the common language and some common expectations about how that's done.
This kind of program really helps a lot to make sure they understand that the safety is the first issue.
It actually gave me a little bit more peace, knowing that even if I miss something, there is somebody, everybody is together making sure that the student is safe.
Having something that has structure where we can actually go through and say, yes, I have discussed this. So I think that it really lends itself to a level of comfort and rigor that wasn't in place before that.
New researchers talk about the focus on safety they've experienced at PNNL and how they're benefiting from the oversight of their research supervisor.
It's always nice to have somebody to mentor you who's done it for years and knows exactly what they're doing, because it's kind of scary to just come into a new job and not really know exactly what's expected of you.
Introduced kind of the safety aspects to make sure I was comfortable in the lab space. It makes it a lot quicker to learn the processes.
Guidance, mentoring, just knowledge. They're like a professor to me.
It's a much safer environment. There's more emphasis on ensuring that people are performing work safely. I know I had a lot of bad habits when I came here, and I feel like the Research Supervisor program corrected a lot of those habits.
Leaders value the safety legacy they create in their discipline is one of the safe conduct of research principles. The creation of the Research Supervisor role is contributing to a lasting legacy of safety across the lab.
These are things that should live from generation to generation. They should evolve, they should improve, and I think the formalization of the role of Research Supervisor will help that.
Because that's really what I need to do. Since I've been here about 25 years, I may have another 10, 15 left, I need to start transferring that knowledge and that skill set down to the next level of scientists.
In order to have outstanding science, you have to have outstanding safety. If you're not operating safely, you're never going to get the impact that you want to have.
At Pacific Northwest National Laboratory, we all work diligently to perform or support world-changing discovery. As one of your leaders, I'm passionate about intentionally cultivating an organization where safety isn't just a slogan. Each one of us lives it. To do so, we need you to be safe. And no matter what your role at the laboratory, to think of safety as a personal responsibility. Thanks for all you do, and stay safe.
then we rock and roll scientifically and technically. That is the goal, and that is actually what we do.